Okay, a day in the life of a man who's shrinking himself. What are you going to eat for dinner? Your wife's not home. You can always eat sardines. Look at that. Fresh. Chop their head off. Tastes good. But I got to have a meal tonight. So the first thing a Viking has to have is meat. Boom. Little hunk of meat. Bingo. Not just any meat, American bison. Get yourself some 100% pure America right there, even though you're a Viking. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it says safe handling instructions, so we'll be careful now. Don't drop it. Grass-fed organic beef. Well, I guess it wasn't bison, but it's pretty close. All right, and that bison's pretty good too. And then you got to get yourself some fiber. Just a little bit of sweet potato. You don't need much. Gonna try to cut it up and, you know, dress it up, eat it up. Alright, and then of course you gotta have fruit. Get yourself a peach. Peaches are easy. All you kids out there going to get in a candy bar, this is just as sweet as a candy bar. It's better for you. And it does little tricks in your insides too. And of course, you know, get yourself some greens. Greens, man, you talk about working it over on the inside. Fiberlicious. Today, I'm trying it out. This is called organic rainbow chard. So I know it's good for me because it's green. And it growed out of the ground. God says whatever's green coming out of the ground, besides weeds, you can eat it. I think it says that somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna wash them up, and then I'm gonna take my meat and I'm gonna wrap it up in the green stuff. So the cow's out there eating green, and so I'm gonna honor him by I'll eat him in the green. That makes sense to me. So hold on, and I'll show you what I come up with. So of course, anything that could have bugs on it probably has bugs on it. So you gotta wash them off. A little water. Cold water, don't do hot water. Come on, don't be silly. See now, look at this stuff is two different colors. That's not hot. I don't do cold water or anything. There it is, you know, and it's got 2 or 3 different colors. Hence the name rainbow chard. And it's God's rainbow, not man's rainbow. Don't be confused by that worldly lingo. Anyway, I think it sounds like rhubarb. I'm hoping not, because I had bad memories of that. Rhubarb pie when I was a kid. Not sure why I didn't like it. Shake them out, send the buggies down the drain. Get your tater. It's a sweet potato now. I don't know why it's better for you. Read the book on it. Somebody will tell you. But you don't get quite as much starch apparently. And you know, don't want to eat dirt and stuff. So I might even skin it a little bit. Let's see what I'm going to do. I got to figure out what I'm doing with this thing. And don't forget, you know, check in the fridge because your wife might have left you some good stuff too. In this case, we've got zucchini. So, cut her up and eat it. Cook it though. I gotta cook things. So I tried to pick the smallest one, but this is a lot of that there zucchini going on. So I really like to eat it all, but this might be a lot considering all the other stuff I'm gonna eat. So this here meat looks like it's like 99% fat free. So that's probably why I'm supposed to eat it. Get a spatula going on. It seems like an awful lot. I guess it was like a pound or 2, I don't know. We got boys in this house. They're gonna help me eat it. Don't you worry about it. Nothing goes to waste around here. You might have a big chunk of sausage in the refrigerator one day. Next day you got nothing but plastic. You eat all up. Now I might have killed my tater. A little squashy in the side now. Hot potato, that's what they say. There it is. Well anyway, I'm going to keep that in its cocoon for now, and we'll open him up after I get my cow all warmed up here. How am I going to cook that zucchini? What do they do on TV? Barbecue? Man, I ain't in the mood for that. I'm just going to grill it. grill it on there at the frying pan in its own natural juices. So when you don't know what you're doing, you just try everything. So cooking up the zucchini, I don't know if it's really zucchini now. I don't see any of that normal look to it. I couldn't wait for another frying pan, so I put it in there with the old beef. So it's frying in someone else's juices too. I think it's going to be different. But the bottom line on the good food is just eat it. Find a way to eat it. Because, you know, I've been eating junk for a long time. And it's got to stop. Stop the madness, they say. So, put on some calm music. Try to calm yourself down when you eat. Don't burn your tongue. But in the meantime, I don't know if this is going to work or not. These are looking really a lot of juice, man. Some people say that beef ain't good for you, but I've already given up a lot, okay? I don't want to give it up all. I used to put cheese on it all the time. I don't do cheese no more. You proud of me? So anyway, supposed to have a top view. I gotta get this stuff in my stomach, man. I'm hungry. Okay, there's a lot to be said for a good cook person. Because it's hard to make sure you don't burn things, stuff like that. But anyway, I'll show you what I got, and then I'll tell you what it tastes like in a minute. Zoom in over here, boys. Zooming in. Man, that's too close. Those are, that's what we call overcooked zucchini. You gotta eat it now. You said you would. Dry off some of that there. Kinda hot. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Whoa. Está bien, es bueno. Man, that was good. I like zucchini, no matter how you fry them. I like zucchini, no matter how you fry them. Now, moving over to the heavy department, heavy hitter. This is the pile of meat, you know, can't go wrong. But the deal is, I'm gonna wrap it in the old shard bush over here. That thing there, full of flavor, I'm so sure. I'd like to find out what kind of flavor. You really can't test them out at the store. You know, you're not supposed to eat stuff, pick it off the leaf or nothing like that. So I wouldn't say that I did that. But I think I can handle that. One meal won't kill me. And then the potato, like I said, I pretty much killed that dude. I'm not really gonna, I'm just gonna eat chunks of it. I don't know what else to tell you. So, my dad used to tell me, my dad, he learned how to eat everything. He was in the Navy, and he said you had to go a lot of places, and they didn't ask you what you wanted. They just said, here's your food. You better eat it, boy. Learn to like everything. So he can pretty much eat everything except hot stuff, which can't blame a white boy for that now, can you? From Colorado. So anyway, he said food is for nutrition, and we used to say, yeah, but we don't want to taste something delicious. So, lo and behold, all those years, we disobeyed our father. Father knows best, which is the case today, too, by the way. So I'm going to try this out. You know, wait a minute, I can't see myself. I have to tell you, the meat tastes better wrapped in green stuff and not white stuff. You can't imagine how much starch we've been eating over the years, yeah? This is so delicious. Zucchini chunks. Just eat them. If you didn't grow up on this normal food, no offense to my kinfolk back in the North Country, you know, and it takes a while to get used to it, but it's delicious. Probably seen enough of me chewing, huh? Stay tuned. I'll learn you more stuff. once I figure it out. So maybe you could just eat a potato like this. That's how you eat candy, and that's how you eat whatever else it is you eat. God made potatoes. Just eat them. Sweet potatoes. It truly is sweet. It's got its own natural sugar in there, so if you're gonna get sugar, that's what they're telling me, at least get some nutrition with it. Not really big on the skin, but organic, I guess, is not gonna have all that dust cropping stuff on it. This is delicious. My wife has inspired me. My kids don't want to see me dead. Pretty good motivation, yeah? Stay alive for your kids, will you? Well, I ate that whole leaf, and we're down to the old stalk now. So I don't know if you're really supposed to eat it or not, but it sounds like I'm cutting down a tree when I eat it. It's got strings in it, like celery and rhubarb and all that. Well, I'm gonna have to tell you, that ain't going in my mouth. That's like eating roots or something. So, even if you don't convert 100%, I feel like, you know, make an effort, and it'll be more better for your body. Why am I telling you? You already know. Well, don't be offended if I boss you around a little bit, tell you what to do, because I'm just like that old preacher. You know, where am I? The old preacher gets up and says, don't get offended, because I'm really just preaching to myself, you know. We all got the same things to deal with. So it's a day in the life. Here I am, working on the old blueprints, bidding jobs. Got the American flag over here, reminding me of the freedom that we got here in this country. And anyway, you know, freedom's an interesting thing. People say they want to be free, and they go out and smoke something. And I was like, okay, let's talk about freedom here. What makes America great is we're free. But freedom, of course, has become reckless abandon. And we all just did what we saw was right in our own eyes. Of course, you know where that leads. It's the Bible talking now. So, let me just finish my little video about good food with this. Freedom is the ability to make a choice. So next time you got to pull out that smoke or eat some sugar, just say, okay, well, it's my choice. I'm free. I can say no. Freedom to say no. In some countries, you don't have the freedom to say no, right? That's why you think of that country as a place of bondage. So anyway, if I could learn how to look right at that camera instead of at myself, but I like to talk to myself. Anyway, be free, make good choices.